Assalamu alaikum. This is being recorded right after my video on nouns and perpetuity. So, the question I want to answer is why am I doing this? Well, I have many reasons for doing this. And also, another question is why should you learn Arabic grammar? Maybe it might be best I make this video into two parts, like one video now and another video tomorrow or something. But, anyways, the reason why I'm doing this. I believe it's important for all of us to be able to learn Arabic grammar and Arabic in general because Arabic it's for us Muslims it's the language of the Quran and the Hadith. If we don't understand the Quran and Hadith, like let's say in Salah and so on, it's basically we're missing out. We don't get to know what our Lord has said to us directly and what our Prophet has commanded us directly. We always need some interpreter. Or like when a sheikh comes from like the Arabian countries and they're giving fatwas or whatever, we don't understand them. And that's not good. So this is to help people out with understanding Arabic grammar. I understand that some people might have studied Arabic or started to study it, but it gets to a point where you can't really progress. Or you can progress with words, but it gets difficult. You notice patterns and you can begin to form sentences after noticing a lot of patterns, but like it's better to know the grammar so you can make sentences properly. The example a lot of people use is vocabulary in Arabic is just like bricks. You can always stack bricks one on top of the other, but it gets to a point before the bricks will fall over. And grammar is considered cement. You put it between the bricks to keep your wall up. Without without the bricks, you just learn grammar. It's kind of pointless. You're gonna forget that. I've spoken to some people who said they've just done that. It's like cool, you recognize stuff in the Quran, but like, do you even understand what's going on? No. And then the other side of the coin of people who just learn words. If you just learn words, you will get further. But like I said, it gets to a point unless you haven't noticed patterns, you're gonna struggle. So essentially, that's my first reason for why I believe everyone should be able to know Arabic without obviously having to always pay. It's better to pay and get a teacher. Like I don't recommend like watching my channel if this is not your sort of vibe. This is just for basic stuff. And then a second reason is I hope to get at least a reward from God. If, of course, let's say Talibul Ilm, since I don't really plan on becoming one, if they come across this channel and they find it to be helpful for them, I hope I can be rewarded by God, by Allah, for the work I'm doing. And yeah, and for, what was I going to say? Um, why should, what was the other question? It's why I'm doing this and why should someone learn Arabic? I think that was the question. I've answered both of them, I guess, and that's really it. I have nothing much else to say. If obviously if I forget, I can always just make a follow-up video to this. But yeah, that is my why. So I would like to say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Actually, wait, there's some more. I think it's best I talk about some of the first few pages in Yusuf Rodriguez's course. So, if you guys haven't watched the first video, Yusuf Rodriguez, he was this person on YouTube who had posted a lot of stuff relating to Arabic and also religion. He had a course on the Shafi'i fiqh and also Arabic grammar and also Arabic sarf and also some other stuff which I cannot remember anymore. I only got notes for Arabic grammar because sarf I had watched all his videos on it, but I did not make all the notes. I only have notes for like 12 videos and like one screenshot, which is kind of tragic. But today we're going to talk about how he starts his course. So he begins by talking about the types of Arabic. In summary, there's three, two, but three. So first one, الفصحى classical Arabic اللغة العربية القديمة أو اللغة العربية الكلاسيكية classical Arabic. It's spoken roughly between 500 to 900 CE and it's pretty much the Quran, Hadith and old books such as poems. Then there is modern standard Arabic or اللغة العربية الحديثة or العصرية which is usually used in the news, modern settings, businesses, schools, etc. and العربية العامية colloquial Arabic or al-Lahjat, the dialects, what Arabs speak from a day to day. The summary is, if you're going to be learning Arabic, you should know which version you wish to learn. It will save yourself a lot of hassle. What I will be teaching you is classical slash uh, basic modern standard Arabic grammar. There is a difference. The difference is that classical tends to have more nuances. It's more eloquent, way more formula. It's like try reading a poem in classical Arabic and try reading a poem in modern standard Arabic. Two different things completely. So classical Arabic is like this is literally one of the videos. What is classical Arabic? So we need to understand what a language is. A language is a system of utterances people mutually agree upon to communicate meaning. What does meaning mean? Thoughts, ideas, feelings, and desires. And what does mutually agree? Mean. It means like people who just understand the language. So Umar ibn Khattab said, "Whoever learns Arabic becomes an Arab," and that's up to your own interpretation. Personally, the way I interpret that is that um is that you don't necessarily become like an Arab in the sense that oh your skin color changes and you adopt like an Arab name or something like that. I mean you could, but yeah, I say you're able to understand the language to the point where you kind of mix with the Arabs and they see you as one of their own and they treat you like an Arab, speak with you like an Arab, and yeah, it's like if you guys have been on YouTube, especially like the Arabic side of YouTube or like people who learn Arabic. There is one YouTuber called Falafel Kimchi. I'm sure if I'm not mistaken, he learned Arabic in Mauritania, Arabic and Quran, and he speaks Arabic now, very good, very fluently, and he travels to a lot of countries. He speaks to the local people, and even where he lives, honestly, in America, he is able to communicate with the Arab diaspora, which is there. What else has Yusuf Rodriguez included in his earlier videos? He explains Arabic grammar, essentially like where it comes from. And Nahu, ilm al-Nahu, the science of grammar. The origin of the word Nahu is basically a story. So Ali ibn Abi Talib came across a man in the masjid messing up the case endings of a word in Arabic. So he went to a person called Abu al-Aswad ad-Duaili and informed him of the situation that had taken place. It so happened that Ali understood what Ali was on about, recounting a moment where Arab Muslims are making fun of a Persian Muslim for making mistakes in the Arabic words. Ali told him to write a book teaching the Arabic language's working grammar. So he did. He wrote a small pamphlet, and Ali said, "What a beautiful nahu you have! Yeah, a beautiful nahu you've made." So nahu literally means an approach, and Allahu A'lam. So yeah, with grammar, if you ever do take it up a notch, I think a good book, especially for like Talibul Ilm, is called Ar-Rujumiyya. Ar-Rujumiyya. I think it's like a summary of Arabic. The way it's written, it's not like a poem, but it's just written in lines and lines, and it's kind of like a summary. But yeah, I have nothing much else to say, and you lucky people get 2 videos today. So yeah, that's it for me. And inshallah, I see you guys in another video, and hopefully we can finish this entire course. Once I do finish this course, there are parts that Ustad Rodriguez did miss out, but there's a reason why. It's because he kept it basic. I want to do the same, but I also want to include some other important stuff, and also terminology which he did not include for the sake of keeping it simple. But that is for when we get to those lessons. So for now, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.